Okay, so I decided to watch that a little bit again because the last time I saw it, at the end of the last session, my cat was in the way, so I didn't get to read it properly. But yeah, so this time we seem to have a giant serpent as our next foe, which should be very interesting because I think one of the things that this game hinges on is the variety that the colossi have. I mean, if we just fight kind of humanoid-looking colossi 16 times, surely that can't be that fun. But the flyer one was one of the most fun colossi that I fought the entire time, and this one is a serpent. So I'm trying to think, like, can you have a furry serpent? If we don't have any fur to grip on, I'm expecting this one to be a bit more slippy and slidey, so it could definitely be a different kind of challenge here. So we shall have to see. Let's get going with another Shadow of the Colossus session and see what awaits. I've been checking a few things out while I was like in between sessions here, and the lizard thing, the game doesn't tell you this, but the lizards, I think, increase your maximum stamina, and there's fruits that increase your maximum health. Now, one thing I did hear was that apparently white lizards can be found near shrines. Now, the environment, maybe you can't find one here because this is like the first kind of default one, but yeah, I'm not hearing anything. What I did find out though was that there's 25 shrines, which is a lot more than I thought. I was not expecting there to be that many. So in this session I'll be a bit more on the lookout for things like fruit-bearing trees and also the shrines. I think the stamina thing is going to be more important than the health. The health doesn't seem to be a huge problem at the moment. But stamina, when you're trying to hang on against these colossi, it can get very dangerous. And that in turn leads to you losing more health because you fall. So yeah, I think they said it was like red fruit. So we'll have to see if we can find it. I don't know how I'm doing for time, whether I'm going very quickly or whether I'm going slow. I mean, the colossi battles, they're taking like a decent chunk of time. I'm not like totally blazing through them. I think Colossus number 6 was quite was a bit quick, but other than that, they've all taken fairly long. So I want to make sure I don't end up just totally rushing through the game because, as I've said right from the beginning, I think what I know about this game is, and what I've seen so far of this game, is that it's more of an experience than an actual... That's just the best word to describe it. It really is an experience. So, like all good things, you just got to take your time with it and just enjoy it and not think too much about anything else. Now, I seem to remember there being another shrine around here. That's why I'm on foot, just kind of looking around. Over short distances, I kind of just prefer Wander's agility. So, but I'm not seeing a shrine around here. I'm sure I'll stumble into it. If there's 25 of them, I'm sure I'm going to find some. Right. Whoa, already we're not too far away. Are my shrines marked on the map? The ones that I found? Yes, they are. Okay. That's good. So I think I only found 2 or 3 at the moment. Yeah, ruins in the lake, so we're heading over to this side. So I think it's the same way that we went last time. If it's definitely this way, I'm just going to kind of sprint over to it. It's not exactly in that direction. But also another thing, I've been calling Agro a he. I've not really been looking very closely, to be honest, to see if it's a male horse or a female horse. But apparently Agro is a she. So I will try my best to remember to call her from now on. I want to head towards these, oh, okay. I don't know if he's strong enough to swim against the waves here. He might not be. Yep. Okay, well that's not going to happen. I was going to try and swim out to those little ruins or rocks or whatever they are. But the fact that it's blue leads me to think that I haven't come to the right place. Which is unfortunate. I mean, when it said ruins and lake, I'm looking at these. I thought those were ruins of some kind. Alright. Not much I can do. Wait a minute, unless... I also read that if you want to take on any of the colossi again, you can go up to their remains, and I think you press square or you pray in front of it or something. And if you do that, then you can fight them again. And apparently the fight takes place with like a sepia tone. Just want to see if it's opened up a if it's opened up a new pathway. I don't think it has. No. Okay. To be honest, part of me was saying that given that the map is so big, it's unlikely that already on the 7th Colossus I'm going to be going back to pretty much the same place. But I saw those little rocks in the middle of the lake and I thought it might be those bits over there, so that's why I went this way. In any case, it's not a huge deal. That's the quickest way to slow down Agro when she's in full sprint. Okay, now this tree kind of stands alone and looks... Actually, I said stands alone, didn't see these little ones next to it. I want to see... I think, yeah, there's fruit on this tree. You could tell this is a pretty special looking tree, so... Can I don't want it to kind of fall off... I was about to say fall off the edge and I nearly fell off myself. Yeah, so the fruits are the ones that increase maximum health. But the only trouble is I'm going to shoot this one. And I don't think there's a way I can... I'm going to have to go all the way down to get it, I think. Unless it falls here. I think I might be okay. There's a lot of fruit here. Okay, so I'll be on the lookout for this type of tree. But honestly, the stamina increase is preferable for me right now. It's a shame it's not a sheer drop after this bit here. It would have been nice. It would have looked nicer as a screenshot. Still, it's pretty nice, but it could have been better. Okay. Got my vitamins in. It's time to get back to the serpent. Yo! I wonder if I can grab this bird. I feel like it has a bit of a fixed flight path. I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe not. They do seem to fly a bit more at random. There was one that flew by very close to me. Now, that's not what we want to do. Now, when it says lake, does it mean like that this place used to be a lake and now there's ruins here or something? Now, I've already been down the right side. I feel like I should probably go down the left for this one, but I think there's a shrine up ahead though. Yeah. Okay, might be a chance for us to get a lizard here. Okay. Pay our respects. Now, I heard a sound. One thing I did read is that when you get up onto the top of these, you can get some really nice views. Let me see if I can climb this. Maybe there's a nice view. Y'all know me. Wow. You can get all the way to the top. That's pretty awesome. It's a shame I should have done this at a shrine that has a bit of a better view, but that's still pretty cool. To stop the camera from trying to do its own thing, I can do this a little bit. I think with these whole, like after you kill the colossi, you get like these beams of light in the sky. I think it works well with the night filter, because you can really see those lines in the clouds become a lot more moody and apparent as well. Okay, well that was nice. Aha, there it is. Whoa, shooting this thing is not going to be easy. There we go. Brilliant. Let's hope I can pick it up there. Okay, I think I got it. Let me check my stats to be sure. Yes. Excellent. Okay, so now I'm feeling a little bit better about that stuff. Will I take damage if I fall from here? It does seem pretty high. Yeah, it took a little bit, but it's okay. Alright, now well and truly ready. I hope you guys don't mind these little detours, but these guys have made a giant world to explore, and like I said, I think it's about more than just fighting the colossi. There's another shrine all the way over there as well. But I think I want to fight the Colossus now. I've had enough detour time. If anything though, I might have to rethink which way I'm going here. I thought maybe I could go all the way around there, but then again, I'm going to keep going. I want to see what happens when we go around this bit. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I think there's a way for Agro to get down there, so let's take Agro with us. The only little bridge is this bit. Come on. Okay. I bet I have to make use of these. Yep. I'm in the right zone. Now, I've never been a big fan of snakes, especially giant, colossal ones, so I've got a feeling this one's going to be a bit of a challenge. Got some blue dinosaur spunk on the walls, whatever that is. Don't know what mineral would be that vivid. Copper sulfate or something. Okay, wait, I've strayed. I've got a feeling I've probably gone around like probably the most long-winded way to get to this place. But I'm just not seeing a lake. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that one of these, if I keep going round, I'm eventually going to come to it. Okay, this might be it. It's hard to tell. Okay, here we go. No, actually, it's still not it. Unless this is just this just indicates a point of interest. There we go. That's another one. But that's all well and nice, but I'm no closer to finding this bloody serpent. This is the first time I actually had trouble finding one of these. Well, you know what? I'm by some ruins, so I feel like that might be a good sign. There we go. Okay. We finally found it. Probably took me about 20 minutes just to find this place. But I'll be damned if I'm going to lose now. Well then, probably going to have to slide down here. This is like a bit of a serpent in and of itself. Unless this entire thing's going to come alive. That's the one thing I think I would like to happen at the moment, where it springs to life and I have no idea. Like, I wouldn't mind being kind of almost jump scared by that. I think that should happen. I mean, do you want me to jump in? Do you want me to dive in? Is that really what I should be doing? Is that safe? I'm going to jump, and then I'll go onto that middle platform. Here we go. I had to try a photo mode here, just to see how it was going to look. There's a bit of photo mode fun for you. That one turned out pretty good. One of my favourites so far. Ooh. It's just such a shame that because the whole YouTube thumbnail system, thumbnails like this just don't work well. It tends to, you tend to need like close-up images of stuff. Otherwise it's just not, wow, that's really nice. Otherwise it's too difficult to tell what it is because you're doing it from, because the thumbnails are so small. Okay, it's time. Colossus number 7. Okay, so this is more of an eel than a full-on serpent. But it's the first time we've had a bit of an elemental factor here. Now, one thing I've got to find out is to what extent can it like leap out of the water. Obviously my bows probably aren't going to penetrate too far below the surface. But those like electrified spikes or rods or whatever they are, I feel like they're probably an important factor. I really don't know where to begin here. I mean, the weak spots it's going to point to are likely just these. I'm really scared to go in the water and be anywhere near it. I feel like I'm just going to get killed instantly. But we're going to have to venture in at some stage. Although he can't really dive, like I said, this is the extent of his diving. Okay, but... here it comes! Can I don't want to grab those things. Ah, there we go. I still don't know how that's going to translate into me taking it down, but what's interesting is that the dual shock colors cycle really nicely when you're playing this game. I don't think I've seen a game utilize it in the same way that Shadow of the Colossus has. There we go. Although I managed to get up on its tail, but that was it. It's slow progress. Huh, my arrows are still there. I guess I'm going to have to be even more risky here. I might actually let it have a bite. Yeah, got electrocuted, that's not a surprise, but... Okay, I've got some fur. Wow. Now, all I can do while I'm doing this is just hold on. I can't move forward at all. That's the trouble. Now I've got to go. Get my breath back and go. Come on, surface. Okay. Run, 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 run. Whoa. This one is really intense as well. Ah, not quite. Got to make sure my timing's on point. I didn't rotate properly. Rotate. No. Getting him to rotate in the direction you want is not always as simple as it sounds. Okay, I'm only allowed one shot there. Okay, next. At least that disables the electricity business. Oh wait, it's still... No. Okay. I mean, it's a bit silly. All it would have to do is just spend more time underwater. And I wouldn't really be able to do very much to it. Like so. I'm good, I've got enough breath to hold on for a little while longer. Okay. Well, that's a good start. At least I'll slowly regain some health during this phase as well. He's only got one electrified thing left, but he's still got about 70% of his health. So, gonna have to figure this out. Alright, here it comes, making a charge. Hopefully I get this right. Just about. Once again, I'm right at the back of the tail. Just got to be patient. But the way the musical cues kick in is just perfect. It's really bloody good. Yeah, I didn't like how far back I was on its tail anyway. It would have taken me an age to get to its head. You see that, so the music's faded again because I've lost the action. Because a lot of like boss battle themes and stuff, they maintain the same intensity regardless of how you're doing in the battle, whether you're just like sitting back retreating or whether you're like fully in the action. So the way that it kind of rises and falls along with what you're doing, I think is quite a nice implementation. It always just looks closer than you are, and then you rotate the camera and you realise how far away it actually is. Probably this is like the best camera angle to use. So like now I know I don't think we get much choice. We always end up at the back end of the tail. That's just the way it is. I can't seem to get any closer. Just gotta wait for my chance. So you see, now the music kicks back in. Go, 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 go! Got to be careful, make sure I don't slip off the edge. Come on. Grab, man. I'm pressing grab. Sometimes, man. Honestly, I pressed grab for about... I tapped it about 6 times, I didn't grab. There's another one on its head. Okay, now we play the gripping game once again. You really don't get much time at all. Okay, that one is definitely finished. I've got to get close to the tip of his head. Here we go. Ah, just about to pull the trigger. Okay, that's good. Yep. I think I'm about 2 hits away. Oh, I got it. Whew. It would have been cool if there was one on like the one on the underside of it, so it made it even more difficult. That's number 7. Now I think those dark soul things or whatever are going to be coming from underwater. Where are they? There they are. It's turned into like a proper crew now, huddling around him. Okay, what is our next foe? We haven't deviated from the pattern so far. This is the 8th time in a row. It's just exactly the same thing.